Nissan Xterra. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
The clock is the key that can open time itself.
A power that has been buried for centuries.
You can move back and forth through time.
A conspiracy that threatens the future.
Eternal hell revive!
Don't start.
On June 15th, the biggest adventure of the summer begins.
This is where I start to have fun.
Angelina Jolie. Tomb Raider. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 15th.
One Coors Light.
Barkeep, a little parched. How about Coors Light? Hello there. Whenever you're ready, we'll taste the Rockies this way. Hello. You got one. When you're off your break, I'll be right here.
Look, pal, we don't serve guys hitting on ladies way out of their league.
And who decides that?
Rules are rules.
That's not constitutional.
Could I see the right rear bite wing of Miss Burns, please? All right, now speak up if you feel any discomfort. No? No. Tricia, could you hold perfectly still, please? Can I get some suction? Tricia, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. You heard that one.
The U.S. Olympic team, they're not out there every 4 years. They're out there every day.
It's the left knee that they're looking at as Ray Allen had to be helped off and walking very slowly to the Milwaukee bench. Here's the play.
Eric Snow is going down before there's any sort of contact. We don't know if there was a knee on knee. We don't know if there's just slippage, stepping on a foot.
And when he plants his right foot right there, it buckles on him, and that's when he has the problem, and he immediately starts grabbing for that leg. And on the previous play, you can see how he's coming hard, and he's putting that arm out when he comes in like that.
He's already been hit there.
He's being taken back to the Bucks locker room right now.
Well, that's not good. Let's hope that they can find out what's wrong with him, and it's not serious.
We'll hear from Jim Gray as soon as we get any updates. We hope that certainly Ray Allen can come back after his spectacular performance in Game 6 and the way he's risen to become one of the elite players in the NBA here in the biggest game of his young career. Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo puts the Sixers up by 9.
Continuing to shine, and now with Jason Caffey matched up with Mutombo as they're trying to save fouls on Irvin Johnson.
Well, let's see who turns out to be the Raja Bell for the Bucks. Big Dog has been keeping him in the game.
Mutombo with his 10th rebound. Another double-double for Dikembe Mutombo.
Dominating the paint. What makes it so tough to beat the Lakers?
Iverson puts it in. 31 for Iverson. And the Philadelphia 76ers with their largest lead of the game.
Sam Cassell and Glenn Robinson have to try to take over here.
Cassell. Oh, tough shot and a big answer from Sam Cassell. As we mentioned, Cassell 4-0 in his career in Game 7s.
And the Bucks have to continue to believe in what they're doing. But right now, there's no defensive pressure on the ball, and the ball is moving too freely.
Eric Snow wide open.
Allowing penetration. Milwaukee's defense. Series-long nightmare for George Karl.
Now, you heard Karl say you might want to go up Mutombo. Cassell should go right now. He's holding, but he should be trying to get inside, and he doesn't.
Robinson with 8 on the shot clock. Nice pull-up from Glenn Robinson.
What footwork. This is a 6'9" post player from high school, a power forward in college now, just floating gracefully, the quick feet. Very impressive.
We've seen the Bucks battle back in their Game 6 victory against Charlotte as McKee gets inside. They were facing elimination. They were down by 16 on the road. Won that game to force a Game 7.
Who's guarding Aaron McKee?
Well, one of the driving...
You guys getting to the hoop at will.
One of the driving forces was Ray Allen. Allen is in the locker room right now, and they got to get somebody to step up.
Tyrone Hill the foul as he pushed off on Caffey after Caffey able to get the offensive rebound, and to Tyrone Hill his second.
And George Karl realizing he desperately needs offense. Lindsey Hunter to the bench. Tim Thomas comes in. Boy, with a bigger lineup now. Just basically one guard, Cassell, and 4 front court guys.
Caffey playing extra minutes with no Scott Williams. A reminder, Friday at 10 a.m. in all time zones, our French Open coverage continues with the men's semifinals. Andre Agassi back at the site where he completed the career Grand Slam in '99. Still in the hunt for a second French title in 3 years. The French Open Friday, 10 a.m. in all time zones, plus the women's final next Saturday and the men's final next Sunday, all on NBC. Bucks hanging in there, down 7. The free throw shooting has been a big bonus.
Middle is open, and you got to see if Iverson can get in.
Mutombo blocked by Johnson. Mutombo again, and a foul.
George Karl said he wanted to use Tim Thomas on Allen Iverson. Put some size on him, change up looks. They do a good job of forcing him to his left hand into the help. But then they have too many guys that collapse. Allen's coming into the lane. Allen Iverson looking to pass. Everybody else just slides in. When you know he's going to pass, that's when you stay at home on your guy.
Well, that shows you just how dangerous Allen Iverson is in George Karl's mind. 4 guys collapsed on him.
Third foul on Jason Caffey. Mutombo 3 blocks away from a triple-double.
But is that really necessary when you got Tim Thomas already towering over the top of him?
Mutombo misses. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, Mike. Well, Ray Allen is back right now in the Bucks locker room. He has a left knee contusion, according to the team physicians and the trainer for the Bucks. They will ice it down right now, and he hopes to return to the game at some point in the 4th quarter. They will continue to look him over. His mother right now is back with him, and Ray Allen wants to continue to play. Mike?
Jim, thank you. An illegal defense called against Philly, their first, so just a warning.
Well, that's a good sign for the Bucks that they think they can contain the injury, whatever it is, and get him back out on the floor. Cassell
knocks it down. Sam Cassell, another big shot. And Cassell now with 18 points.
Their job is to stay close until they can find some more firepower, be it Ray Allen returning or Tim Thomas, and they're doing just that. Middle is open again for Iverson. Let's see if he comes to it.
Thomas is guarding Iverson.
That's the loneliest feeling in the world.
Can't connect, though. 3-on-2 break the other way. Thomas gets a running start. Caffey inside.
When they went the wrong way, and that's what allows them to break. That's what Larry Brown didn't want. 5-point game.
Sixers went up by 11 a few minutes ago, but the Bucks without Ray Allen slowly chipping away.
How about an offensive opportunity for Mutombo inside? He's had his way with Jason Caffey.
Aaron McKay.
When Philadelphia decides that they want to become a jump shooting team, that plays in the hands of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Caffey doesn't want to go at Mutombo down there.
Well, he's learned that lesson the hard way.
As many have. Cassell tied up. Mutombo takes it away from him. And then Cassell trips up Iverson. Snow inside, misses. Sam Cassell put out his right hand. A technical foul's been called. He tripped up Iverson as Iverson tried to run down the floor. And apparently that was missed. But then Danny Crawford hitting him with a technical. I don't know why for the technical.
Well, he waited until the play unfolded.
I think you're right, Bill.
Because he knew he could call the technical after Philadelphia had their offensive opportunity.
Ray Allen, by the way, has come back to the Milwaukee bench. So Iverson will shoot the technical. That's Cassell's 4th technical foul of this series. And again, here in a Game 7, Larry Brown's already been hit with 1. Now Sam Cassell, too important to even think about getting hit with technical.
Mutombo's going to come up with a big steal on the double team against Sam Cassell. A lot of slashing and hacking down. Mutombo over the top, and then Sam Cassell grabs and trips up Allen Iverson, kept him from getting involved in the play, and the referee calmly waited until Philadelphia had their offensive opportunity and then whistled the technical foul.
That's great officiating. Crawford seeing the situation, making the right call. You see another technical from Milwaukee. Technicals and flagrants have hurt them. Cassell off the mark. Iverson. Oh, what a bounce pass! Jermaine Jones puts the Sixers back up by 8. Iverson now with 6 assists to go along with his 32 points.
Try to get Glenn Robinson going here.
Robinson, that 3-pointer won't go. Caffey the offensive board. And Johnson sticks it back out. Sam Cassell. Johnson, Mutombo's presence altering that. But then a loose ball foul call against Milwaukee.
And another foul on Sam Cassell.
So Cassell has 4. He just waved his arms at Steve Javie. He's got to be careful. A second technical, and he's gone for the game.
He knows that. He's not getting one here. But Allen Iverson in transition. Mutombo's defensive presence has created so many opportunities.
Sam Cassell has got to contain himself. Right now, his competitive edge and spirit is getting to him. He's trying to do too much. He's getting caught, and instead of walking away, he's had too much to say.
Shot clock turned off. Final seconds, third quarter. Iverson double team. Hoist up the 3. It's good! At the buzzer! For Allen Iverson. And the Sixers equal their largest lead of the game. The First Union Center has exploded. Philadelphia 76ers looking to get back to the NBA Finals for the first time in 18 years. Up by 11. Fourth quarter coming up. We'll be back after these messages and a word from your local station.
The 240 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder.
How do you define excellence? Is it creativity? What about dominance? Or is it a constant ability to amaze and inspire? Maybe it's just about stepping into the spotlight and rising to the moment and letting history take care of the rest. The NBA playoffs, it's all good.
Take the Nightly News Heart Attack Test. NBC Nightly News this week.
Something beautiful is in your future. Keep your eyes peeled. The Italian chicken sandwich.
Excuse me. Can I join you?
We're kind of busy right now.
The Whopper says, beauty is in the taste buds of the beholder. Try the tasty Italian chicken sandwich.
That was beautiful.
In the land of burgers, Whopper is king.
Got a little SUV and a big load? Good luck. But Dodge Durango is different. With 2 big beefy Magnum V8s to choose from, you can pull up to 7,550 pounds, which puts Durango ahead and your boat behind you. Durango. Different. And just right. Now get a $2,000 cash allowance or low 0.9 financing on Durango.
WBAL-TV 11 News, Baltimore's most watched news.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other dissemination or use of this telecast, or of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
For the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Philadelphia. I'm Jim Gray.
We can't even hear Jim Gray. This place is so loud as they begin the fourth. Sixers an 11-point lead. Allen Iverson, 35 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds.
You know, Bill, this is a different Game 7 than it was for them against the Toronto Raptors. They entered that final quarter only ahead by 3. They got a cushion, but they got to keep taking the ball to the rim. The middle, again, is open for Iverson. He cannot go the other way. He's got to stop thinking jump shot at this point and drive it.
Iverson inside. Tyrone Hill. Hill misfires Mutombo. Dikembe Mutombo with his 13th rebound.
Because he's calling for the ball. He wants that ball. Give him the ball, Mutombo.
Let's send it to Jim Gray.
All right, Mike, Ray Allen is getting ready to check back into the game. After that Allen Iverson three-pointer, they're going to need him. He was limping as he was running up and down back in the alley underneath the locker room. He was limping, but he told George Karl he wants to come in and play. Mike?
And right now his team is down by 14, largest lead of the game for the Sixers.
If he can possibly do anything, they're going to have to go with it right now. Iverson is calling the crowd out. At the top of this game, we said that these 7th games where it's all on one night, who is the best player? Up to this point, it has been Allen Iverson with huge support from Mutombo.
Cassell going right at Iverson.
But again, I think that theory is really hurt the Milwaukee Bucks because they dribble the ball too much. They haven't passed it enough. Robinson running hook.
And gets the roll. Johnson took his hand away. Smart play. Glenn Robinson now with 22.
They're just isolating Iverson virtually every possession.
Well, this is a bad matchup for Tim Thomas if Iverson will go to the rim. They got to think, take it to the rim. Top shot, Aaron McKie.
Oh, McKie with the left hand. And the Sixers back up by 14.
It's the only matchup they can go with. You got Ray Allen hurt trying to get into the game. You got Sam Cassell with 4 fouls.
But the point is that Iverson's got to take advantage of it. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter.
Cassell misses. Mutombo another rebound.
Take advantage. They're up 14 points, and he's got, what, 38?
He's got to take advantage by going to the rim. You know about the rim?
That's what Larry Brown said. As long as he keeps driving, as we have a foul away from the ball. Now we'll go against Jason Caffey. That's his 4th.
This is a tough shot by Aaron McKie. Came in and against the defense, switched hands and got that little teaser to go in. And that's what's going to put the game away for them. If they start banging away from the outside, they're going to start missing shots. And that team in purple and green is going to come back in a hurry.
What were the halftime keys? Get to the hoop. Continue.
Again, they leave Iverson a lane. He takes a mid-range jumper.
In and out. Caffey the rebound. Jason Caffey tried to dribble and lost the ball. Bucks turn it over for the 14th time.
Create turnovers and capitalize on those turnovers. Rebound for possession and get the ball to Iverson so he can jack it up.
A standing ovation here at the First Union Center. McKie to Mutombo. Johnson grabs it. Ball knocked out.
They're calling it the other way for Milwaukee.
It's going to be Bucks ball. Irvin Johnson played him very well down low.
Mutombo say, what about the grab? You don't see the grab?
Have you ever seen a team win that gave up penetration?
Would you make up your mind, jack up a 3 or give up penetration?
2.5 gone by here in the 4th.
Milwaukee's not denying penetration. How can they win?
Ray Allen back in the game. Snow stays with him. Allen blocked by Snow.
6 on the clock.
Allen sees that, makes another move. Oh, tough shot from Ray Allen, and he is hobbling as he goes down the floor.
Well, there's no question, but it's a good thing for Ray Allen is he is guarding Eric Snow, and unless Eric Snow is going to go at him to take advantage of the fact that he's not 100%, it doesn't matter. 11 on the clock for Allen Iverson.
Iverson gets it inside. Mutombo drops it in.
Beautiful.
Lead stays at 14. Just over 3 minutes gone by. Allen is hobbling in a series that we've seen so much character and grit from both teams. Ray Allen putting it all out on the line as he is hurting out there. Glenn Robinson. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Mutombo.
Mutombo has done so much and is not even breathing hard. What a phenomenal physical specimen.
Ray Allen talking to Sam Cassell. When Allen walked off the floor after the injury, even the Sixers fans gave him a standing ovation.
The Lakers face tonight's winner in the NBA Finals, Wednesday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
What I like about the job is that we provide objective research about companies. Prudential said, in no uncertain terms, if you mean sell and you're saying hold, say sell. If you mean buy and your rating is hold, then say buy. So forget this mealy-mouthed, mumbo-jumbo, political speak type of research. take a stand, be objective and balanced, and make investors money.
Years now, where'd they go? 20 years, I don't know. I sit and I wonder sometimes where they've gone.
Need some help, old man?
My boy, generation after generation. It's good to have someone you can depend on.
Because of his all-around play, basketball started keeping a new stat. They call it the triple-double. Of course, he wasn't the only player to ever score a triple-double, but Magic Johnson was the only one to do it 138 times.
Hey, nothing beats an original. Original Coors, brewed with Rocky Mountain water.
Look, a triple-double.
All right, guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Hey, where's Billy?
He's sick. He's our best player. Yeah, we can't play without him.
Come on, it's gonna be okay.
It's for the championship, Coach.
There's gonna be a lot of other games.
Hey, I can play.
Do you know how?
I'm not bad.
He's tall. What do you think? All right, let's go! Hey, if we win, we get to go to McDonald's. So don't play.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. By Original Coors, nothing beats an original. And by McDonald's, we love to see you smile.
A concerned Ray Allen, knowing that his teammates are down and he needs to be out on the floor, is trying to get this one out. And he knows just by his presence out on the floor, he can make some things happen, even if he's missing shots. This one he drops, but you can see after he finishes, he is struggling to get back up the floor, so he's laboring. But what he's learned, just like Allen Iverson learned, if you're out here, they got to guard you. That means somebody else might have a chance to get some business done.
That's the breaks of the game, and that's somebody else better come alive right now, because unless they find a defensive force, oh, Glenn Robinson, beautiful. Unless they find a defensive force, unless they find a rebounding force and a hot hand, it's going to be over for Milwaukee.
Robinson hitting that shot from the same spot that he missed at the end of Game 5. Robinson having a very strong game, 24 points, 7 boards. Iverson leaning in, off the glass. Allen Iverson exploding here in Game 7.
Well,
he's got 40.
What we know is they should have never let him have that 26-point quarter in Milwaukee, because he's alive and well.
He got healthy. His game is fresh again.
I think his tailbone has felt a lot better the last several games.
Well, Iverson has figured out what he has been doing wrong and giving himself better chances to look at the bucket. He attached with no pressure from the baseline that time to get it off the window. 8 on the clock for Ray Allen.
Snow, second time, draws the foul.
3 shots.
And Ray Allen will go to the line.
You got to live with that one, because Ray Allen is so explosive and so dangerous, and Brown wants pressure, and Eric Snow trying to reach in and slap it back, gets caught.
But you've seen tonight outstanding defense from Philadelphia, limiting the Bucks to 78 points. And wonderful offense for the Sixers as well. This is not a high-scoring team.
We're a long way from done. You know this Milwaukee
Bucks team. And they got 91 already.
Well, let me say this to you again. The last time they were down big and looked like the Sixers were going to run away, they scored 10 in a minute. This is a very dangerous team.
Yeah, we've seen some very big turnarounds from both teams throughout the series. The Bucks now perfect 18 for 18 from the free throw line. They trail by 11. Still plenty of time. Over 7.5 minutes left.
Mike, I think that Bill wants to get on with that championship and get to L.A.
Iverson.
Looks like Iverson does for sure.
7 in the quarter for Iverson.
You got Sam Cassell guarding him, Iverson. Cassell's got 4 fouls, and they need him desperately. So no good matchups that George Karl can go to right now.
Tyrone Hill has had a strong game with 9 points and 9 boards.
When Milwaukee struggles, it's because they are one and done with a quick shot. They need to pass the ball, get a little bit more movement. Back to Iverson.
A 3. Hill the rebound, and a new 24.
Punish them here if you're Philadelphia. Burn their legs and their lungs.
Iverson. How about driving the ball and getting a foul and getting to the free throw line?
Puts it up. No go off the back of the rim. Ball tipped out. McKee able to tip it. First Tyrone Hill, then Aaron McKee.
Well, the hustle plays right now going in favor of the homestanding Sixers. Crowd on their feet, Mike.
A plethora of standing ovations for the Sixers. Mutombo, 7 on the shot clock, inside, but he draws the foul. 6:24 remaining. The Sixers lead by 13 with 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, Mike, anybody want to go to L.A. with me?
Dikembe Mutombo appears to be on his way.
Well, you know, he is very determined this evening, and he has played a terrific game tonight.
Allen Iverson, meanwhile, with 42 points, and Iverson on the verge or coming close to the NBA record for most points in a Game 7. Sam Jones and Dominique Wilkins hold that. And remember, Iverson, he was shooting under 30% in this series for the first 5.5 games. And now coming alive in the fourth quarter yesterday and certainly here today, and coming close to that record held by Jones and Wilkins.
Well, you had 1995, and a little guy almost got the record then. Kevin Johnson put on a terrific show in a Game 7 against the Houston Rockets, all for naught.
And this is the largest lead of the game. Tim Thomas puts up the 3. Aaron McKee, another rebound. McKee's had one of those terrific all-around games. And Larry Brown wants timeout. On their feet again here in Philly. Mutombo's calling the crowd out. The 76ers in control right now.
This is the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. And the 2001 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck. From Chevy.
$1 billion. That's how much Oracle saved in 1 year using its own e-business software. How much will you save? Oracle. Software powers the internet.
Americans have places to go, things to do, so they go Midas. Air conditioning, we do that. Oil changes, we do that. Batteries and mufflers too. For total car care by certified technicians, who does it all? Midas. We do that.
The ride, don't need a reason why. Everything's alright.
Easy boy.
My name is David, and I'm in 4th grade. Today, my schoolmates and I went to a reading workshop. I was really excited because Keith Van Horn from the New Jersey Nets was there. He was a lot taller than I thought. Keith explained how important reading is and how fun it can be. I already like to read, but he showed me that reading is cool too. Today was a good day.
Tonight at 10, 9 Central.
You got another question, Rob.
Is there any beginning to your knowledge?
You really don't know what you're doing.
Who left their brains at home?
And all the other players hate you.
Pathetic.
You're the weakest link. Weakest link. You're super weekend.
Weakest Link, tonight at 10, 9 Central.
The last time the 76ers made the NBA Finals, they won it all back in 1983 with Moses Malone and Julius Erving. Dr. J watching right now as the Sixers lead by 15.
So many great players have played in this town. Wilt Chamberlain, Dr. J, Moses Malone, and now Allen Iverson. Charles Barkley, throw him into that list. Iverson's done it all. He's got 42 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. The smallest guy in the court has played the biggest of games. And that's what the MVP is all about. That's been the difference here.
We're midway through the fourth.
And over 50% shooting.
Backdoor. And Iverson foul, goes crashing to the floor. Eric Snow, a perfect setup.
Iverson may shatter that 47 points by Sam Jones.
Well, he's had 2 50-point-plus games in the playoffs so far, both coming in the semis of the Eastern Conference and headed for another 50 with 5:57 to go if Brown does not call him off.
Chance of MVP, now 43 for Iverson. Of course, in that Toronto series, it's amazing. The difference between winning and losing is small. Vince Carter hits that shot at the end of Game 7. It's the Raptors who are in the finals, but that's been the Sixers story all season and certainly during the playoffs. Battling and coming away with the big victories.
And they always say that the regular season is not important. Home court. That's what this game has been about.
Ray Allen answers with a 3, and the Bucks won't back down.
Well, Allen needs to have one of those 19 points in 5 minutes as he did in Game 6, and let's see if he can do it. If he does, he makes a ball game out of it for Milwaukee.
But they put Tim Thomas back on Allen Iverson. Maybe that could have an effect.
7 on the shot clock for Aaron McKee. Good defense from Ray Allen despite the bad knee. Eric Snow trips up, gets it to Hill. Tyrone Hill with a double-double. Cassell, tough shot. Rebound, Snow. And they're starting to feel it here at the First Union Center.
When Ray Allen went out with 4 minutes plus in the third quarter, Milwaukee trailed by 7. By the time he got back in, they were down by 14. They have not been able to close the gap since.
7 on the clock for Mutombo.
Just over 4.5 remaining in the game. Mutombo draws the foul, and he goes crashing to the floor.
Sam Cassell just pushed him down, and then it has something to say. And Javi is saying something to Sam Cassell right now.
Here's Larry Brown, who's hoping for his first trip to the NBA Finals. Brown has been in the conference finals in the NBA 3 times. He lost in '78 when he was coach of Denver. They lost to Seattle. He lost in '94 with the Pacers. They lost to the Knicks. And then in '95 with the Pacers, he lost to the Orlando Magic and has never been to the NBA Finals. And now with a possibility, his team, 4:38 remaining, leading by 16.
And after losing to Orlando back in the mid-90s, Larry Brown's going to see a lot different Shaquille O'Neal than 6 years ago.
He's see only Don Nelson and Cotton Fitzsimmons with more victories without making the NBA Finals. Brown, the coach of the year, has done such a wonderful job along with Billy King in turning this team around. When he first came, the only player on his roster that's still there is Allen Iverson. And boy, have they surrounded him with terrific players.
Remember, in 5 games, the Sixers were shooting well under 36%. And this ball game here tonight, they're 47 plus. It started in the 4th quarter of Game 6. They started making shots, and they have controlled the game since then. Mutombo.
And a reaching foul call on Irvin Johnson. That's his 5th.
Ray Allen,
walking in the penalty.
Ray Allen was taken out of the game, and I think he's done. Lindsey Hunter snuck in, and Ray Allen is finished after getting that 3, 8 points, and I think George Karl realizes the game is out of hand, and Ray Allen should not try to play.
Lindsey Hunter is in. They're starting to celebrate. The fans are here at the First Union Center as Mutombo with another superb game.
He's got 7 block shots, and he makes every free throw.
Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, the NBA Finals will tip off. It's the Lakers and what looks like will be the Philadelphia 76ers, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific in Game 1 of the NBA Finals on Wednesday night. Thomas the rebound. Sam Cassell and the Bucks have put up a tough fight here on the road. Thomas inside, and Tim Thomas Brings it to within 15, but we're now under 4 minutes remaining.
And trading baskets just will not get it done. You've got to come out, put some defensive pressure, make some stops, then start getting some threes to fall.
Iverson, tough shot. Mutombo the rebound. And Iverson will bring it out.
And the trade for Mutombo.
Allen Iverson, who said throughout this series he's so proud to be a part of this team. Getting a standing ovation.
Now Sam Cassell making a mistake by letting Iverson come to him, but they get away with it because he ended up taking a jumper.
And Cassell will bring it up the other way.
But look at Mutombo out there, the three-point line, denying Sam Cassell.
Lindsey Hunter for three. They keep boxing out. And here comes Iverson. Goes right at Tim Thomas. Blocked by Thomas. Iverson goes down hard. And he holds on to his, looks like his left hand. He's still down at the other end of the floor. Robinson tries to go back door, and he stepped out of bounds. He goes crashing into the photographers along the baseline, but Iverson really shaken up on that last play.
Well, this is not good.
Lenny Currier quickly comes out to attend to Iverson, and we'll have a timeout. 2:51 remaining, fourth quarter. The Sixers on the verge of going back to the NBA Finals.
Coors Light. Coors Light. Frost Brew. Rocky Mountain Cold. Coors Light. Coors Light. We gotta follow that.
There's a new 270 horsepower beast on the road that's more powerful than Jeep Grand Cherokee or any SUV in its class. Introducing the powerful and luxurious Bravada by Oldsmobile. Now get a 5-year, 60,000-mile GM protection plan on the 2002 Bravada and every new Oldsmobile. Oldsmobile, backed by GM.
Joy and their streak continue. The NBA Finals begin Wednesday on NBC.
Allen Iverson will stay in the game. This was during the timeout after the hard fall that he came up and seemed to have hurt his hand on that last play, but he'll stay in.
Well, it was a quick drive by Allen Iverson challenging Tim Thomas. Thomas tried to come over and make the block, and off balance and trying to catch himself, he came down with both hands, but it was the left hand that took most of the pressure on the fall, and he came up aching. But again, he's a resilient guy and not coming out of this ball game. Sixers win basketball.
2:51 remaining. Bucks still pressing, still fighting right to the bitter end, which is what you expect.
Darvin Ham in the ball game. Irvin Johnson out as they go small, but no pressure on the ball. So it doesn't do any good to go small if you're not going to pressure the ball and try to force some turnovers.
But the Bucks, right now, the body language, it appears that they realize the inevitable, and that their season will come to an end. Tyrone Hill,
Mutombo again.
A loose ball foul called. Sam Cassell.
It's everywhere.
Mutombo, of course, one of those who won an individual award. Defensive Player of the Year as Cassell fouls out. Iverson with some nice sportsmanship. What a terrific season Sam Cassell has had, and helping the Bucks go their furthest in 15 years.
The very young Milwaukee team. The team that will look back and say, we had our chances.
Mutombo, meanwhile, as we mentioned, Defensive Player of the Year. Allen Iverson, the MVP. Aaron McKie, the sixth man. Larry Brown, Coach of the Year. The team with so many individual awards will now be able to go for the Ultimate Team Award. They'll fight for the NBA championship starting Wednesday against the Lakers at the Staples Center, a team they split their regular season meetings. Although, again, as we've said, that was a different Laker team.
Well, so, Mike, do you think the Sixers will now regret resting Allen Iverson in that final game?
That happened. The final game right here against Chicago. The Bulls beat the 76ers as Ham puts it in. And in that particular game, Larry Brown rested a lot of his players. They lost the game to the Bulls. As you see, Allen Iverson taking the game off, and the Chicago Bulls won it. If the Sixers would have won that final game, they would have home court against the Lakers. But because of that loss, the Lakers have home court. But obviously, Larry Brown not thinking ahead, and you don't. He had to rest his players. They were banged up. But what a difference that would have made.
Well, Larry Brown is thinking we ought to beat the Bulls anyway, even if I'm resting the guys, and they don't. The crowd cannot wait to explode.
They have been celebrating for the past several minutes. There's a turnover. Darvin Ham tripped up by Eric Snow. There you see they both finished with the same regular season record. The tiebreak would be head-to-head. That's obvious in terms of they were 1-1. And versus the opposite conference, there's the tiebreaker in favor of the Lakers. But it would not have gone to that if the Sixers had won that final game. It's easy to look back and say that now.
Kobe Bryant sitting in Los Angeles saying, Coach Jackson, let me guard that little guy.
You get the feeling the Lakers wouldn't care if they played all the games here at the First Union Center. They're that confident. And the celebration continuing. What a turnaround for these Philadelphia 76ers. Just 4 seasons ago, they were 22-60. They were one of the worst franchises in the NBA. No one wanted to come play here. Larry Brown even second-guessed himself about taking over as head coach. But in such a short time, they've turned it around and are going back to the NBA Finals.
So, Mike Green, what do we know about David and Goliath? Who won that battle? Because that's what we're talking about when the Lakers and the Sixers get together as they all play off the crowd.
And Allen Iverson so close to being traded during the offseason as Robinson will sit down and getting some hugs. Glenn Robinson, 24 points. But Iverson, so close to being traded, his relationship with Larry Brown went from animosity, then to finally respect, and now there's true admiration between the two.
I think it's the brightest story in all of basketball this year.
Many felt that their relationship could not be fixed. Neither really wanted to be around the other. And now it's come such a long way.
Chemistry can always be fixed. Just look at the Lakers this year.
Yeah, if you're a chemist.
Tim Thomas misfires. Dikembe Mutombo now with 22 points, 18 rebounds, and 7 block shots. A deafening roar here in Philadelphia. Aaron McKie. And Mutombo fouled. Mutombo not stopped fighting until the final buzzer. And Iverson has enjoyed every minute here at the First Union Center throughout this season of the playoffs. What a player. And many thought that scene would not happen. Those two, look at the smile.
That hug. They had one of those hugs before the game started, just as Iverson walked onto the court.
Larry Brown will get his first chance in the NBA Finals. 17 years as a head coach in the NBA, 28 years total as a coach in both the pros and in college. And now he gets to battle for an NBA championship against Phil Jackson, who told Marv Albert at halftime that he applied for a job when Brown was with the Nets 20 years ago and he got turned down.
Well, he's got his material if that's what he wanted. They're trying to get Todd McCullough in the game, and they wanted to foul. Mutombo missed, so they're letting more time go off the clock. McCullough may not get that appearance to get Mutombo off the floor.
Just throw the ball out of bounds so they can give Mutombo his due here.
It's so appropriate that the likes of Moses Malone and Julius Erving on hand to watch it. The final seconds tick away. Buford off the mark. Tim Thomas. Both teams extended in the first round. 7 games in the second round. And a terrific battle. 7 games. And also have to give credit to the Bucks. Their most wins in 15 years. A wonderful season. But it will end in disappointment here in Philadelphia. Final seconds at the First Union Center. And for the first time in 18 years, the Sixers are going back to the NBA Finals. Wonderful sportsmanship being exhibited out on the floor. Allen Iverson, brilliant in Game 7. Sparkling in the biggest game of his NBA career. We'll be back with the presentation of the Eastern Conference Championship Trophy after this timeout.
There's a new 270 horsepower beast on the road that's more powerful than Jeep Grand Cherokee or any SUV in its class. Introducing the powerful and luxurious Bravada by Oldsmobile. Now get a 5-year, 60,000-mile GM protection plan on the 2002 Bravada and every new Oldsmobile. Oldsmobile, backed by GM.
When the question comes, and it will, have I got what it takes today? Answer with this. Gatorade Energy Bar. Carbs to build stores of energy. Energy to burn. What burns inside you?
Hey, Rhonda! It's me, Anthony! You want to get together later? The doctor said it's not contagious.
Oh, girl. Now, Sprite.com makes it easier to buy just about anything you want. Under every cap is a free Sprite or Rocket Cash. Online money you can use through Sprite.com. Drink Sprite, get Rocket Cash. Buy what you want.
Through this company's website, there is a customer who buys Kung Fu films and Civil War documentaries. But today, the customer's package includes music as sung by a large, colorful dinosaur. The website software quietly updates its records to anticipate the next purchase. The software is not perplexed by the inconsistencies in the customer's taste. Always perceptive and never puzzled. Enterprise software from Microsoft.
Mondays on NBC, 6 real people.
Floor, you with me?
Will each face 3 terrifying challenges.
They're fighting me.
And the name of the game is fear. It's the ultimate mind game for money.
Oh my God!
Fear Factor, NBC 1 week from Monday.
A strong second half for the Philadelphia 76ers. They win Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals and advance to the NBA Finals against the Lakers. They will present the Eastern Conference Champion Trophy. Let's hear from public address announcer Matt Cord.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Milwaukee Bucks on a spectacular playoff run. Now to present the 2001 Eastern Conference Championship Trophy to your Philadelphia 76ers. Please welcome Senior Vice President of Basketball Operations for the NBA, Stu Jackson, and NBA Hall of Fame inductee, Moses Malone. Stu Jackson is now presenting the 2001 Eastern Conference Championship Trophy to Pat Croce and his wife Diane, President of the Philadelphia 76ers, Ed Snyder, Chairman, Brian Roberts, President of Comcast Corporation, and Ralph Roberts, Chairman, Comcast Corporation.
People have left here at the First Union Center. These Philadelphia fans hungry for a title. It's been a long time since the Eagles or the Flyers or the Phillies or the Sixers have won a championship. And now the Philadelphia 76ers with an opportunity to battle the LA Lakers in an NBA title. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. A jubilant crowd down here. Coach Larry Brown and Allen Iverson now here with us. Allen, what does this mean to you to make it to the finals?
Everything. It means everything, you know. I worked hard all season. We became a team from day one, and I just feel good about this. I mean, without my teammates, no way this would be possible. Coach and the rest of the coaching staff, the fans in Philadelphia, without those people, none of it would be possible. I'm just glad to share it with them.
There was just a wonderful embrace between you and your family and Larry Brown right here and his family. Talk a little bit how you two have come together.
I love him, you know. He made me so much stronger, you know, as a person and a basketball player. And he helped me all through my career ever since he got here. And I'm just glad, you know, to play under Coach Brown. He's a great coach. He's the best coach in the league, best coach in the world. And I'm glad to have the opportunity to play for him.
Allen, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in the finals. Larry, you have dedicated your life to this game. 29 years, 9 stops. Now you're in the NBA Finals. How do you evaluate that?
Doesn't get much better than this when you consider, you know, what this team's been through. To have Allen play like he did, to have Dikembe come over here after the trade and be such a positive force. Guys like Raja Bell, Jermaine Jones, it's what this game's about, and I'm just so proud.
With all of the injuries that have occurred here throughout the year and throughout this series, would you have ever imagined this possible?
Well, this team has a great heart, a great character, just like this city. So anything's possible when you play together and try to make your teammates better. And then when you got a little player like Allen and guys like Aaron, guys with character like Eric Snow, good things are going to happen.
Larry, Phil Jackson talked at halftime about the matchup. You guys were 1-1 this year. Little LJ trying to get his hand on the microphone. He says he has an awful lot of respect, Phil Jackson, for you. What do you make if you can evaluate the finals this quickly?
Oh, they're phenomenal. You know, they're playing so well. You know, nobody talks about how defensively they've come together. It's an amazing test, and I'm just proud to be in the, in a final with a guy like Phil, because, he's had a great career, and it's going to be an amazing test for us.
Congratulations, Larry. We look forward to seeing you in the final.
Golf, Jimmy.
I'll be ready. All right, let's send it over to Lewis Johnson with Dikembe Mutombo.
All right, Jim, thanks a lot. Dikembe, back in February, they pulled the trigger on the trade, and you came here for Theo Ratliff. So many questions throughout that time that you battled, and you've now gotten yourself to your first NBA final. What is it like?
I don't know how can I express myself. This is a God-given, this is a blessing. I think I did this one for my wife and my kids, Kerry and JJ, Aruna, Mwadi, Riken, and Nancy. I love y'all.
Dikembe, how about playing with Allen Iverson, the guy who has shown unbelievable heart and determination through all of the injuries? How did this club do this, especially with all of the injuries?
I can't believe it. We just fight through. It's a matter of heart. We just have a strong heart, and we believe that God will bless us through all of this pain and all of this injury. We just played through. We went to the final.
Pat Croce said earlier in the season that he was happy that you were here because he wanted to see you get an NBA title ring with this club. What about the revival of basketball here in Philadelphia, and how much of a big part you had in that?
You know, all I want to say, I want to thank Pat and Coach Brian for bringing me here. Without them, I would not be in this situation that I am on today. I love you guys.
Dikembe, how did this sound? I'll see you Wednesday night for Game 1 of the NBA Finals in Los Angeles. Sounds good?
I'm looking for.
All right, congratulations. Okay, Mike.
Just try and wipe the smile off of his face as the Sixers win it 108-91 of the finals will start on Wednesday night. Gentlemen, as Steve, you said, David and Goliath, the Sixers, a lot of other times people have wondered, but you've got to feel they've got a shot at least being competitive.
Well, they're going to be competitive. This is a team that fights you for everything that they can get. They're going to come at the LA Lakers. You know, their idea is to pressure the ball, hope that they can get the Lakers to make some mistakes, and then run out, and that's going to be their chance to win the ball game, chance to get into the series. This is a very competitive team.
If you're ever going to have a chance against the Lakers, somebody's got to do something against Shaq. Now, Dikembe Mutombo showed us a lot, more than he's ever showed us before. He's going to have to be even better because what Shaq is doing right now is unbelievable. Dikembe has not been a position defender during the course of his career. Kobe Bryant will have a huge role, too, to try to deny Allen Iverson's penetration.
You watched all of these games, and you forget this team is not going to go away. Forget Shaq.
Lakers are good.
Mutombo and Iverson, big plays, but also an unlikely hero today, and that's Raja Bell, who's standing by with Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Raja, you're now the most famous Bell here. It's not the Liberty Bell anymore. How about this contribution that you made to this team, and particularly today?
I'm just happy that I could contribute and help my team out any way I could. You know, this is a dream come true for me, and it means so much to have been a part of it.
What did it mean to you when you were informed by Lewis that Phil Jackson was talking about you and your contribution at halftime?
When he said Phil Jackson, I really didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't think it was the Phil Jackson, but, I mean, that means that somebody noticed what I did, and that's all I can ask for.
Good luck in the finals. Eric Snow, you'll be in the finals too, ankle permitting. How are you able to maintain your composure and play on a fractured ankle?
I just wanted to make sure that you know, we control the tempo. I felt if we control the tempo, it's easier for me to play. And at the same time, you know, we just wanted to compete. We knew if we came out and played hard and had a lot of energy, we would win.
All right, Eric, congratulations. We'll see you in the final.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mike, back over to you.
Jim, thank you. Sixers back in the finals for the first time since 19...